So Kaya has to inspect. Come on. You want to get up there? Is it hot? It might be hot. I'm going to sit over here. I'm going to sit. Yeah. Right. Oh, you could get up when you had a chance. So, what do you think? She just always wants to be around. It's time to start. Okay. 16 by just under 8. 16 feet by 7 foot 10 will be the outside to outside measurements. So it'll hang over 5 inches on each side. So I think we'll just get started and cutting away. I've been doing a layout, design layout. Got it pretty well figured out in my mind. Should be pretty cool, I think. So let's go. Come on, puppy. Come on. So a little math. So the trailer is exactly 7 feet wide inside of the fender wells. So I'm going to build a framework so it comes right along the lines of that. And then I'll build it out to the full 7 foot 10. So at 7 feet, we're going to have a 2x on each side. And pressure treated is not 1.5 by 3.5. It's inch and almost 5/8 by almost 3 5/8. So I'll be deducting another inch and a 5/8 or 3 1/4 inches from 7 feet so that it comes out exactly 7. So I marked it. One, 2, 3 1/4 short of 7 feet. And that is, what is that measurement? 80 3/4. Okay, the other thing I'm doing is I'm ripping these all in half because I want them this way height-wise. But there's no sense with that deck building using a full 2x4 because I want to use more insulation. One. What was that measurement? 80 3/4. Okay, so I'll cut a bunch of those and then rip them and on to the next thing. It's actually next day. It was too hot yesterday afternoon. It's cool this morning. It's just before 7 o'clock. And it's a little humid, but it's not too bad. So I'm all ready to start building finally. Over on the table chop saw, I have the plates that will go on each side. I cut them at 8 foot length, and I'm going to mark them out. And I'll show you what I typically do based on when I used to do garages. That's used to be all I did. I mark the walls one, like the front is 1 1, and the back is 1 2. If we were doing like 4 walls, typically on a garage or something, it'd be 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 3 1, and 4 1 for the different walls. Pretty basic. So I'll go over and show you how I mark out the plates. By the way, I have the layout all figured. It's going to be pretty cool. It's a huge area in the middle. Where can I set you? I'm using a magic marker because the wood's a little damp and it doesn't, I don't know how I did that, by the way, just a scratch. So I put an X right where the first joist basically is going. And then I'll be coming, well, you know what? This is a little different. I think I'm smart enough to do that. Normally they'd be tipped up like this because the studs are going to be nailed here and here. This way I can see the marks on top. I've lined them all up ahead until I messed it up. So they're going to be 2 foot on center, and it's going to be filled with insulation in the middle. So let's start that. So we start right there. So we're at 2 feet, and typically We're using 1.5 inch wide stock, so we would come back 3/4. These are 1.75 inches. So I'm still going to come back 3/4 just out of creature of habit. So I'd put a mark there. I'll come back with a square and transfer those lines. 3/4, X, 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 X. I wanted to tighten my belt another notch. I'm down 14 pounds, feeling good about that. I feel like I have more energy too. So the diet is working. Okay, so that shows me where the stud will be. I'll just mark all of these down through. When you see it on the deck, you'll understand what the hieroglyphics mean. Okay, so you can see maybe you can see it, 1-1. That represents the front of the trailer. So this is going to be snugged right up to this. From here to the back is 16 feet. And so I'll get some studs, floor joists. So, first issue, one of probably what will be a billion of them, where the perimeter joists meet here. I can't nail here because there's a fender in the way. So I'll assemble this unit and slide it back, then put it together, then slide it forward. That's my goal anyway. As Noam Abram would say, safety first. Okay, that may not be an exact quote. Okay. And again, I like to keep my hand 6 inches away from what I'm nailing. And compressor. And a hammer. And it officially has begun. Woohoo! Wow. I miss framing, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my t-shirt out that one of you folks made one with my face, and it said perfect. I love that. That was pretty cool. Okay, now I got to slide it that way. In my younger day, I'd just jump up there and shove it. Well, there we go. These are the second set of perimeter joists. I'll just set them over here. It worked out this ramp drops 3.5 inches, so I've got to build that up at some point. Again, I stay 6 inches away when nailing, just because of previous experience. I nailed those two fingers together with a framing nail. Went right in the meat under both bones. Could have been really bad. So I took a claw hammer, because blood's dripping off the end of the nail like crazy, and I'm building a deck for somebody, and so I just took the claw hammer, pulled it out because I knew it was going to hurt a lot later. I think I'm glad I did that. All right, let's slide it back a little bit. This one will be halfway on. This is where the other one's going to join up with it. So this is the second perimeter joist, and you can see I have it marked 1-2, which means it would be on that end. and it should line up like that. And again, the trailer drops off 3.5 inches, so you nail that one up. Right into a knot, both ends there. I'm gonna whack that in. Always concerned when nailing into knots that they're going to just shoot out and hit me somewhere. That should, just make sure it's tight to the front of the trailer. It should be all in position. Tight, tight, good, perfect. I don't get to say that very much anymore. Perfect, perfect. And the nice thing with the trailer is square, theoretically. So I shouldn't have to worry about squaring it up. The floor. And the last one. So it worked out that 3 inches exactly under here makes it perfectly flat. So I'll rip a 2x4 at 3 inches. I'm going to put just a slight bevel on that because the trailer slopes a little bit. You can see I just put a small bevel on the end. I cut it to what the finish width is going to be. So this is going to hang out 5 inches on each side past this to give me the 7'10". Oh, that is perfect. That's perfect, perfect. Uh-oh. However, my sawhorse is no longer perfect. These sawhorses came over on the Mayflower. Well, maybe not. They're pretty tender. So to finish filling this out along the sides, I ripped some of these, one for each side. It was like 3 1/4 to nothing. It's pretty easy to do. Just cut it at an angle. Perfect. There. I guess I should cut another one in the middle, or maybe two. It's interesting in building. It's never. You just like a build. Sawhorses break, things like that. So I remanufactured that one a little bit. I cut 4 inches off the end that had rotted, and the rest is all solid. Screwed it back together. So now I'm going to rip out the other stringer piece that goes underneath. And I've already marked where these are going to go What if I, what if I just nail them on top? I mean, that's a lot easier, right? Or we'll go underneath. There. There we go. There, so I'll just nail those off and we'll be golden. Right. Much better. Well, time to bolt this bad boy down. So this is the plan. I'll be using 3/8 lag screws and with a lock washer. What I'll do is drill through with a smaller drill bit, drill through here and through the diamond plate. Then I'll take the lag screw and come underneath and screw it up in to secure it. That way I've made it removable should they ever want to just take it off, and it will slide right off. Well, actually it'll be built out a little, so you'll have to jack up a little bit. I did it with the Vardo. It worked pretty well, just jack it up. I pulled the trailer out, even turned it around. So you'll be able to sort of do the same thing with this one. So, drill bit, come on in close. And of course, I'm feeling underneath for wires. That would be bad. All right, so I'll put it, probably go 3 inches in. All the way around. So this is a smaller drill bit, so that I'm going to have to drill all of them. Well, I'll drill this and show you. Okay, so I'll do that with all of them down through, and then after that's done, let's see how easily I can move this. Oh, pretty easy. Okay. So you can see this hole here. I think you can see it. Yeah. And then after I've done all of those with this size bit, I'll be coming back through with this one. Then the lag screw will come up through into this hole, and I'll suck it down. Should work great. Times blah, 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 all the way down through there. Ooh, it's getting hot right here. Ow, yeah. Good, all right. That should slide right back easily. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's just stop a minute. We'll go inside. I want to show you the floor plan that I have, or sketch plan. So, the overall height is going to be right around 13 feet. Legal limit here in Vermont is 13.6, so I'm 6 inches under. That should be good. That's going to give us some tall walls this time, and so I'll just show you this little sketch of a plan. Make sure you can see it all right. Okay, right there. So on the back will be the kitchen. Refrigerator over in that corner over there. There's going to be a loft overhead that will come out to here, so that the kitchen will actually have a 6'2" ceiling. Same over here, there'll be a loft over the shower and the toilet in its own room. Sink, stove. The hitch is on the front here. I need to draw that on here. But that's going to have some sort of a power supply and the heat system. Not sure yet how that's all going to work out. But I have, because of being able to tuck these in under the lofts, we have a room for a queen size bed up there and just a sitting area up here. There'll be a ladder that will be removable. That should be comfortable steps going up. And I'll come up with a place to hide that at some point. But from the face of the refrigerator to here is 10 feet of walking space by 7 feet. So that's 70 square feet of open area. There will be a window in the kitchen, and then there'll be a window up in the loft. Same over here, there'll be a window up in the loft. No windows down here. 30-inch door. The door will start right here, basically at the fender. 30-inch door, so swing in that way. Generally, when you swing a door, you swing it into the largest part of the room. So that's what I did, going in that way. There'll be room for, like right here will be the bathroom with a door. There'll be room for a coat closet and things here. There'll be hopefully more storage area that I can come up with. But I really like this plan. I think it's going to work well. So that does it for the first actual working on the trailer episode. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but it would be great. And leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. So it's the Three Seasons Lodge, Tiny Lodge. Three Season Tiny Lodge is what we're going to call this project. I like that. Sandy was looking up names for things like that. And we liked lodge. So that's what we got. See you later. Share it. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a great day. See you later.